Hi, my name is Anna Rouse. 21 years ago, I aborted my baby. I knew it was wrong with every fiber of my being. I was 17 years old, a senior in high school, and already a teenage mother. My oldest daughter was 1 year old at the time. I regret every single day what I did to my baby, and I wish every day that I could take it back, but I cannot. Unlike some, I grew up in a Christian home, raised to know better, yet I did it anyway. I was afraid. I was afraid of the reaction of my family and friends for putting myself in this predicament once again. I was afraid of my child's father because when I was pregnant with my first child, he became abusive. He was adamant about not having the baby. He drove me to the clinic and paid for everything. Why didn't I just say no? Why was this even an option, or what some say is a choice? I remember feeling alone. I just wanted him to say everything would be fine if I kept the baby. Everything about that day seems like a blur, but I remember the exact location. I remember the room, the sound of that awful machine that sucked my baby away, and the silence I endured within afterwards because I felt I had no one to turn to. I felt so empty and sad, left to deal with my own self-torture. I did not care about being promiscuous after I broke off our relationship. I did not care about drinking until I could not remember anything. Most days, I did not care about living. I was pretty much willing to try anything once because in my mind, I simply did not matter. I brought that self-torture into my marriage, and I had a hard time believing that God still loved me enough to bless me with a wonderful husband and more children. I almost managed to mess that up as well. The shockwaves of murdering my own child is real because I allowed it to affect the ones I love the most without them knowing the possible root cause until now. I did it as a teenager, and it has carried its weight well into my adulthood. I tried forgiving myself for years, but I could not let it go. This past year, I received the healing I refused for so long by attending a Rachel Vineyards retreat. And if I can help heal another's wound by letting them know about my baby, my faults, and the power in the blood of Jesus, then how can I remain silent? Today, I speak publicly for the first time about my daughter, who I named Jessie Grace. It is not easy because I hate what I did to her. If I could have only been stronger back then, she would be here now. I am sure any anger and sadness that may have occurred would have subsided by now because it's been 21 years. I permanently fixed a perceived problematic situation, which in actuality, Jessie is a blessing I denied and a gift I did not receive. I function because I know she resides in my Father's loving arms, and I have hope in my heart that eagerly awaits for the day I finally get to meet her and hold her for myself. Therefore, until that day, I will remain silent no more in Jessie's honor always.